So it's Juneteenth today, and I got to sneeze. Just going over some old notebook stuff that I wrote when I was losing and I was, you know, scratching at the walls trying to figure things out, and I was taking all the information I had thrown at me and trying to, I'll just show you. Just trying to take all this information like a recovery plan, become strategic and disciplined, because Gollum was not strategic and disciplined. And this is all stuff that I jotted down. How do I do this? Here we go. I jotted down, but I did not really implement all this stuff. Like, I was jotting it down, writing it down, but on my day-to-day trading, I couldn't find a way to really put this plan into effect. It was kind of like, I'm just an apprentice in the game, and I know all this keywords and vocabulary I'm building, and it's kind of like I know what this stuff is. I know all these different tools, is the way I like to put it, but my tool bag is just a mess, so there's no way to implement it. But over time, I just started doing my own thing, and since it's a day off of the market, I just want to show everybody, I'm not, I don't have money just given to me. That's why I'm wearing this shirt. This is what I do for a living. I go and I'm fucking dirty, and I build cranes, blue collar work. But on my day off, on a holiday off, I'm sitting down here at the screens. I'm putting my time in, and I'm just constantly focused on the journey of trading.
Stop overpaying for sunglasses.
Hold on.
Crazy that the most expensive thing you're wearing is.
That's why I'm playing war music in the back, because this is a war against yourself. But basically what I'm trying to say is, every day, even when I'm not on the screens, I'm thinking about trading. I look at a tree and I see a reflection of trading in that tree. I see different branches, different tickers, and there's just everything I look at in life, I can figure out a way to bring it into my trading journey. I like to look at everything like that, so it's constantly on my mind. So I just want to go over some things today and see if I could start implementing some of these tools I have, and go over some old stuff and see if I'm using it naturally. If I'm not using it naturally, where can I implement it? So I'm just gonna do that. Just cruising around on my ticker here. I'm on the SPY. I also have open my Street Smart Edge today. I guess I got into QYLD not too long ago. I put 100 shares on it. One cool thing I noticed today is I got 20 shares of Tesla, right? My first shares of Tesla I bought for $724.19. I bought 5 shares at $48.10, way before the split and all that. Wow, that's amazing. Makes me feel good that I've been holding out. I'm gonna continue to hold out with this guy. But let's go back to actual day trading. So one thing that I wrote in my recovery plan here was only a few follow select plays So one thing I've done, I have only watched a few. So I'll highlight that. I trade the SPY every day. I watch Tesla. Um, I've got a six square chart showing the main players in the SPY's holdings. I don't think I could show you that on this screen. I'd have to swap screens. I'm not going to do all that, but where is it? It's right. I took it off. Oh well. But I'm going to go ahead and highlight only a few because I'm naturally implementing that strategy that was my recovery plan that I sat down and drew up. Follow select plays. I don't know if I'm following any select plays. I'm definitely watching ATR, DTR, hourly EMA, VWAP, 15-minute EMA, bounces off of those levels. So I guess I have some select plays. I could fine-tune them a little bit, but they are select plays, so I'll go ahead and highlight that. Set strict rules for... No, I don't have very strict rules, so I'm not going to highlight that one. Track the stats. I have not been tracking the stats on select plays simply because I don't have strict rules to enter these plays. That's something I think that's just going to come with time, and I haven't developed a natural sense of what my rules are. And I can't just come up with rules that I don't have any idea what's going to work, what's not going to work, right? So I can't come up with rules. I just got to dig into this lightly and let the trades that I take show me the rules over time that I should be following. So I definitely should start tracking these trades a little closer, but I've kind of scalped a lot and been all over the place, so it's hard to track multiple trades a day. So maybe I could go ahead and start tracking at least some of the major trades I like to take off of trend lines or price action lines that I think are extended DTR plays. I could start tracking those a little better. So I'm going to go ahead and write that. That's what I want to do. Track plays / setup off major trend lines / price action lines. Alright, so that's one thing I'm going to start doing. I'm going to track the major plays. So, boom, we got one that I need to start doing. What else did I put? Check the news before the entry. With the SPY, I would have to check the news on multiple tickers, of course, and I'm not holding. I'm not looking into the future and trying to predict a $15, $20 move and predict a direction. I'm just trying to predict bounces and, anywhere from 1 minute, 30 seconds even, to maybe 10, 20-minute moves. And a lot of times I get locked in fucking half the day, but yeah, that's what I'm trying to predict. So news really isn't a factor for me, especially trading the SPY. It goes up, it goes down. Doesn't matter. I'll smack it around both ways if need be. So the news is not a big thing. I could just look at the overall market heat map, or check out all my stocks, and I could check out the news, I guess. I'll start implementing that. Check the news on all the tickers. Set up news alerts for SPY tickers. All right. So I'll start setting it up so I get news alerts for the tickers that are involved with the SPY here. Check the volume, the ATR. I don't really pinpoint volume too much, because I like to predict these moves. And if they don't happen, they don't happen. But I don't like really to be the guy that's getting into the move after it's already produced volume and pushed up, and then it's holding up near, its first resistance area. I don't like to be the guy to get in there, because I don't want to get out if it goes wrong. And then I've got a long way to fall if it breaks through its breakout point to the downside. If it breaks through that, now I'm sitting there looking at the next price action areas that it could bounce off of, and I'd rather get in early before the move happens and be able to average my price down for a fake out if it breaks down even further. I'd rather average into the trade and be in before the spike happens. A lot of times I'm in like I would probably get in around here. Probably here for sure, especially when I seen it hold up off of that, because that's this little area. This right here is holding up. It's now the new wall. It's proved it once, and there it goes. And I'd be selling into this. I'd be selling into right here. Yep. Wait for it. Probably scalping it. Probably taking some off here. This is the first line of resistance here. Probably take some off here. Getting, this is a boring trade. Then it looks like it's gonna fail. Holds. I'll probably hold on to my stop. I'll probably have my stop at break even here, and I'm either getting lucky and it holds it by a couple of cents, and then goes flying, and I'm all scared, so I get out into this next push into resistance, just breaking this consolidation here. Also, being my hourly EMA, that's where I would get out, and boom, I took half the move. Let's see.
How do you solve a monster-sized problem? With Miro.
Yeah, roughly taking 50% of the overall move. Totally happy with that. Don't be greedy. So let's carry on. can remove that, remove that. Oh, duplicate. Oops. Remove. Remove. Okay. So I do check the ATR. So I'm going to highlight that. Don't let a scalp turn into an average down hope plan. This is the big one. I still do this. Except the difference is these scalps that I get into that don't go my way, I normally get into them at an area where it'd be like a 50-50 play. Let me see if I could find a situation here. Yeah, so something like this, I would see all this right here, and I would look at this. Boom, 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 across the board. So I'd have this support, and then this is like the death of me, right? But then there's all this that happened earlier in the day and my trend line. So sometimes I'll get into plays where I'm looking on this area here to obviously fail, pull back, and I probably want to get in here, but sometimes they'll break down even further, and I'll average in at my trend line at this reversal area here, start averaging down. A lot of times I'll notice, as you see here, it penetrates my trend line, stops people out that are following the same trend line, and so I'll probably start averaging in at the break of the trend line, you know, and start putting on some size, and just leave myself one or two more lots. Please give me one or two more lots, just in case it really wants to shake people out and make a death candle before it bounces. I've seen them worse than this, obviously, and I'd like to hotkey in a couple of lots on the death candle, and then if it continues, then I'm just out, you know, before I have too much size and it starts going against me too much. But definitely looking for this reversal, and then this is lovely right here. I'm probably out at the shoulders of the morning move. I'm probably out right here at breaking of this structure here, out into this resistance at 367. Basically, I'll be out at 367 and try to get out into the push. So anywhere from 367 to 367.20 is where I'm trying to exit out. What else do I got going on? So don't let a scalp turn into an average down hope play. I do average down, but it's not a hope play. So I'm going to highlight that. I'm implementing that. Watch the box for timing entries. Right there I'm talking about the time and sales, the receipt box. I have it set up where I have two boxes. One of them is showing me only transactions that are 1,000 shares or more on the SPY, which is quite a bit of money there. 1,000 times, you know, $350, $400, whatever it is that day. It's no money just to be laughed at as far as the regular Joes go. So I'll look for that to be holding at a price level that I already have interest in. I'll be looking for some bigger buyers there, and that'll help me feel good about my edge. So I do watch the box for timing entries, not for timing entries, but for holding on to my bias of the ticker. Sometimes for entries. Scan for new tickers daily. I don't do that. I'm so focused on the price action on the SPY and Tesla, and you know, then I've got my Discord group, and you know, they come up with new tickers daily, and then we got some that hold on for a week in low dollar land there. And if I'm really bored or I'm just completely wrong on the SPY, maybe I'll go and take a look at those tickers. But the issue I have with them is I gotta be long biased on those tickers, like 99% of the time, because there's no easy to borrow, low float, small cap land fucking tickers. So it's only like mid cap, you know, $20 tickers and above that I normally see that have the easy to borrow, that I could short them or I could be long depending on what they're doing. So I really like to have the opportunity to short and go long without purchasing the shares, without renting them out and paying for it. So I don't scan for new tickers daily. In fact, I found it better for me to focus on just a few tickers. But I could, at the end of the day, maybe I could start looking at what runners on low level land, low cap, small cap, whatever, low float land, what they've been doing and how they've been acting, and start doing a little follow up on what the Discord group has been following for that day. So I'll go ahead and implement that into the strategy, because it's definitely, you know, if you get a stock that's $3 and it runs up to $5, and I start getting good enough to catch those moves with my account size, I can do some damage. I could put some money away if I catch those moves with some size. So I should start trying to figure out small cap land a little bit. So check. Low float. Tickers. After hours, or after done trading. So if I'm done trading for the day, say I'm done by 9-10 o'clock, maybe I could start spending 30 minutes and going over these tickers and seeing what I see, seeing if any patterns emerge, just keeping my eyes on them, so that way over time the patterns will emerge to me, and I'll start noticing things about these low floats just the same way I notice things now about the SPY. So scan for new tickers. We're going to go ahead and do that. Watch market for new plays and journal them. Okay, whatever. Like I said, this was me when I was very young in the game. New plays and journal them. Okay, this sounds great, right? There's new plays every day. The market changes every week, but that's something that just, you build that over the years. New plays. Where do I see bounces? Yes, I definitely implement that. Price targets. I definitely have price targets. I like to hit singles all day long. See what your patterns look like on other time frames. Fuck yeah. I caught TD Ameritrade cheating us with trend lines. I'll bring it out again right here. We're on the 5-minute chart right here. You put a bubble. I already made a rant video about this. Remove that drawing. Remove that drawing. Now let's go to the 1 minute. You see where it's at. Let's just say here. 362.83. Oh, did they fix it? What's going on here? Let's really get it down to the nitty-gritty. $362.17 is the tip. 5 minute. 362.17 is still pretty close. Okay, let's go to an hour long. $362.17. I think they fixed it. That's amazing. I guess my bitching worked. Well, it's pretty good. Clear drawing set. Remove old drawing. Nope. Don't remove old drawings. Just this one. Alright, what else? That's it from my recovery plan that I came up with. Now I got 3 things I'd like to start implementing. Let's see. That's just me. Scribbling. Meaningless things that eventually, brew into a trading plan of some sort. Well, I think that's pretty much it for today. And now I'm just going to implement a few things here. So I got to set up my alerts. Let's see if I can set these alerts up. How do I set up these alerts here? Let's go to alerts. Let me take this over to Apple, Amazon, Nvidia. Alert book, all alerts. How do I add some alerts here? Oh, you know what it is? It's on the watch list. That's where it's at. Why do I have to? Volume gap up. I guess we'll get rid of the volume gapper here. Delete this gadget. I'll move this. Add a gadget. Watch list. Where's my ETB tickers, mid-cap gap? Where's my spy list? There it is. Spy list. Okay, now we will create an alert on news, right? For all sources. Let's go back. Let's see if we can do just no, not the spy, just the list. Alright, create an alert. Not price condition alert. Event calendar news. We want news. We'll take all sources, symbol or watch list, spy. On the spy watch list, right? That's what I want. Notify of each item from selected providers. Notify of the next news item only. Let's just take all the news. Let's see how that goes. Notify with sound. I don't get to. Oh no, we don't want that. That'll scare me. No. Yeah, that's my news. Send a text message. No. Send text message. No. Send text messages after U.S. market hours. We'll see how that goes. Maybe I'd like to know. Something happens after hours. No. I don't want to be bothered. I already get enough phone calls. Show alert book after I press create. Okay, create. News for spy from all news providers. I'm really hoping that the context, news for spy from all news providers, active actions. Maybe I gotta set this up for what the hell's going on here? Create an alert, news, all symbols, symbol or watch list. I guess, yeah. I guess that's gonna be it. Hopefully it's showing me all the news for this watch list. And so we implemented one thing here. Set up news alerts for spy. Bam, done. Track plays setups off major trend lines. Can't do that till Tuesday or the next time I'm checking the markets. Check low float tickers after hours or after done trading. I guess we could jump onto some low float tickers real quick to wrap this up. At least I could say I tried. So I'll go to scans and I'll open up a public scan of things that gapped up. Scanner's not picking up anything from Friday to show me everything's dead in the water over the weekend and this Juneteenth holiday. So that's it for today.